rich. And so Jeffrey is like, sweet, I found a buyer. And the two of them start hanging out a bit, like they kind of become friends. But then Anthony starts telling Jeffrey that Jeffrey needs to shower him with gifts because that's what's customary back in his home country of Saudi Arabia, and it's a sign of respect. And so Jeffrey does, because he doesn't want to be rude, and so he starts buying him jewelry and expensive art, and he takes him on flights in his private jet. Jeffrey is really trying to win this prince over. But then, of course, this whole plan starts falling apart. Because one day, Jeffrey flies himself, Anthony, Carl, and some others on his private jet from Miami out to Aspen for a nice little luxury trip. And while they're there, they all go out to dinner. And that is when Anthony really screws up. Because when he orders his dinner, he orders prosciutto, a type of ham. And Jeffrey notices this, and he's like, wait a minute, isn't the Saudi royal family Muslim? Isn't pork forbidden for Muslims? So now he's suspicious. And so he has his team low-key start investigating Anthony, calling around, asking people about him. So then later, someone calls Anthony and tips him off like, hey, some of Jeffrey's people are calling around asking about you. And Anthony knows he's about to get exposed, and so to try and get out of this, he doubles down. In front of everyone, he makes a scene, and he has a huge meltdown, screaming at everyone, how dare you doubt me? I'll sue you. I've never been so disrespected in my life. I mean, it gets really intense, and everyone goes back to their hotel room mad. The next day, at breakfast, the prince's team tells Jeffrey, hey, to keep the prince interested in purchasing your hotel, you need to buy him a nice gift, like something worth at least $50,000. And of course, this makes Jeffrey even more suspicious. But he plays along. He's like, alright. But eventually, he gets the FBI involved, and they investigate. And as soon as the FBI sees photos of Anthony and they see his messed up teeth, they're now certain that he's a fraud. Because apparently Saudi royals are known for taking care of their teeth, and Anthony's teeth, they're not in the best shape. Anyway, so eventually, bam, they go and arrest him. Here's his mugshot. And since this is actually the 11th time he's been arrested for this con, he gets sentenced to 18 years in prison. And a huge shout out to Leonardo.ai for sponsoring this video. If you want to make really cool art for your videos or just for your life, like this or like this, then sign up for Leonardo.ai.